54 episodes over the course of 4 months of my life have been leading up to this moment. I have my Nuneaton Borough, not Nuneaton Town, my Nuneaton Borough club tie. I have my Football Manager pin. It's time to go and play at Wembley for the opportunity to finally make it into the Football League. Hello and welcome to part 55 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, it's the big one. It is the playoff final against FC United at Wembley. It's going to be the biggest crowd we've ever played in front of. There's 39,000 tickets been sold apparently, which is just nuts. We thought we were playing in front of a lot of people when it was 4,000 in the semi-final, which we scraped through by the skin of our teeth. It has all fallen the way it's supposed to fall as well. It's second against third. So if everything continues to go the way it's supposed to, we finish 5 points ahead of FC United. We should win this game. The only problem is if you look at our previous meetings, they've beaten us more times than we've beaten them, and they're in better form than we are. So problems, potentially. We've actually made a profit this season, which is very pleasant. I mean, you wouldn't know it from looking at that, but profit this season. We are taking a couple of risks with our team selections today as well, because there are players who are fit-ish. We've had another injury. Ted Can's been injured. He's got a gashed upper leg, and he's down to 88% condition. I have agonised over this decision, but I've decided Robbie Nadat's going to come in and make his debut. His full debut, his professional football debut at Wembley, because in theory he's as good as Ted Can and has potential to be even better than Ted Can. So he's going to play in goal with Can sitting on the bench nursing his poorly leg. But I am going to start an injured Sedwin Scott. He's not returning to full training for another 3 days, but we've missed him so much. He's passed a fitness test to allow him to play 75 minutes of the game. James Ball has not had a fitness test. He's not even ready for a fitness test. He's on the bench because, I mean, it's a broken collarbone. I think you could be a genius with a broken collarbone. I think he'll be fine. So we've got as close as we can get with the players who are fit to the team I would want to put out there. Obviously, I'd love to have Ball in place of Glover. But other than that, and obviously Can in place of Nadat, but this is the team we would pick. So we have Robbie Nadat making his debut in goal. A back four of Anderson, Redhead, Sawyer and Williams. Sir Tom Elliott in midfield with Taylor and Hurd. Mitchell Glover is going to start in behind the front two. He's a natural, well, he's not natural, but he's an accomplished attacking midfield player. He's never started for the club. And all the time he's been here, he's never started a game before. So he's starting his first game for us at Wembley, which is another big risk. But the front three just hasn't been working. And then we're going back to our ever-reliable front two of Scott and Mason. Even if Scott, at 75% fitness, gets Mason playing like Mason again, then it'll be worth making that decision. I don't want to press submit team. I'm so afraid, but also really rather warm because I've got all these layers on. So I don't know if you can see the creases in my shirt. This is a brand new shirt purchased for this occasion. It's been sat in the bottom of my wardrobe because I ceremonially burnt all my old work uniform. But yeah, this is a brand new white shirt. Sedwin Scott's got a release clause. Yeah, we'll talk to him about contract if we get promoted. He's already made it clear he doesn't want to stay. Look, there I am in my suit. Look at Wembley. Oh, come on, lads. Let's not mess this up. Sedwin Scott at Wembley for Nuneaton. Sir Tom Elliott at Wembley for Nuneaton. Oh, just being at Wembley is quite exciting. Look at the size of this ground. It's absolutely ridiculous. And after 3 minutes, we're already 1-0 down. And well, we're leaving ourselves with it all to do. Oh, do we blame Nadat for it? We probably do. Are we going to have to make a goalkeeper substitution and bring on an injured goalkeeper in a playoff final? Because that seems erratic. But if he does another mistake, it's absolutely what we're going to be doing, because we can't have some kid crippled by nerves just throwing the ball into the path of onrushing strikers for the entire game. Joe Anderson's taken a knock, but he's our captain. He's not going off. He's gonna force his way through it, hopefully. Now Taylor's picked up an injury as well. Goodness me, we're the walking wounded. And we need to get something going, because we've not even had a highlight yet. The one highlight of the game has been them scoring against us. But here we go. We get a highlight finally. It's Williams with the cross. Sir Tom Elliott has just scored at Wembley. There's your equaliser. His trophy is over here. You'll have seen it yesterday. It's just labelled Sir Tom's trophy now, while I find an opportunity to go and present it to the man himself. But when it counts, Sir Tom Elliott turns up. It's 1-1, and all of a sudden we're back in this thing, and they're going to... Oh, did Nadat save that? I don't think he did. They've just hit that wide. Right, come on. Let's have another 4-goal performance from Sir Tom. That would be brilliant. Williams heads forward. Hurd is chasing it, finds Mason. It's the first time we've seen Mason say, there's Scott, there's Hurd. Ooh. Should he have done a little bit better? Taylor's got a proper injury now and wants to come off. But the only midfielder we've got on the bench is an even more injured Ball. So Taylor's going to have to play on for a little while. My selection is starting to come back and bite me a little bit. What's actually wrong with Taylor? He's got a knee injury. Ball's only got a collarbone injury, but I can't bring him on for a full half. He's not going to make it through a half, I don't think. He, like I say, he wasn't even ready for a fitness test. It was probably a terrible decision having him on the bench, but I just felt like I had to, because he's been so important all season. Redhead lumps it forward towards Cedwyn Scott. Glover knocks it down to Sir Tom Elliott, and it's Hurd. Glover, Mason, Cedwyn Scott scores! There you go. There's your reason to play Cedwyn Scott. A goal at Wembley. That man does not let us down, apart from all last season. But if you take last season out of the equation, Cedwyn Scott does not let us down. And it's a lovely finish. And now he's only supposed to play 75 minutes based on his fitness test. But even if he has a recurrence of the injury, he's just going to miss his holiday. If him being on the pitch leads to us getting into League Two, then I don't mind if he doesn't get to go to Benidorm this summer. It's a price I'm willing to pay. I'm sure it's a price he's willing to pay as well. Glover to Mason. Mason he's not with it at all anymore. I just don't think he's a big game player. As soon as the pressure came on, like half a dozen games for the end of the season, as soon as it started to get hard, Livesey Mason has just disappeared off the face of the earth. And it doesn't bode well for him for next season. Right, Taylor plays it forward for Mason to chase. Can he prove me wrong? Because at the moment I have serious doubts about his ability to make the step up into the Football League, assuming we get there. Sir Tom Elliott scores again! Sir Tom Elliott, what a wonderful man. Sir Tom, I know you've watched some of these videos before. If you're watching this one, oh, you're a hero. I need to come and shake your hand. Mason with the cut back to Williams. Williams crosses it. Sir Tom Elliott. Not only is he on a hat-trick, he's on for a perfect hat-trick as well. If we can have a left-footed goal from Sir Tom Elliott, already the legend, the hero of the save, could get himself a perfect hat-trick at Wembley to get us into the Football League. I mean, that's a nice addition to the fairy tale if he manages to step up and grab it. Right, I am going to... This feels stupid, but Taylor is struggling. So I'm going to bring Ball on just in midfield, drop Hurd back. Should we take Scott off? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to take Mason off and bring on Fuster. And we're obviously going to save the final substitution for when one of the walking wounded inevitably can't continue. But Williams to Hurd. Now Ball. He deserved to get a run out at Wembley. He's been so good all season. Perhaps should have saved it for 5 minutes from the end. But Fuster to Sir Tom Elliott. Ball finds Elliott. Scott misses out. I mean, Scott is struggling at this point. And they're in again. It hits the inside of the post. Oh, is luck going to go our way today as well? That would be delightful if it does. We've still got 20 minutes to hang on to this, though. And they've hit the post again. Oh, goodness me. Imagine. I mean, that's the FC United end as well. Imagine being behind that goal. Watching your team hit the post twice in 2 minutes when you're 2 goals down. Oh, they're going to score. Nadat with a save. They are all over us at this point. They are throwing everything at it. Cedwyn Scott is now looking exhausted. Are we going to have to take him off? I think we're probably going to have to take Cedwyn Scott off. And it's probably not the worst substitution for us to have to make, because I think I'm going to bring on Laskowski for Scott, and we're going to actually make a tactical decision. We're going to go with the flat back five, and we're just going to do this, and we're going to go, you know what, with 10 minutes to go, let's just forget all this, clear all of this. We want to go defensive, and we want to be structured. And have we got anything else we can do? Can we? I don't want to take a breather. I want to waste. Yeah, we're going to waste time whenever possible. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. We're going to go contain with about 5 minutes to go as well. Glover, Laskowski, that whistles over the crossbar. I might have even hit the crossbar on the way through. We're going contain now. And I might even use one of these shouts that you lot always tell me to shout. Tighten up. Oh, I just want to watch the game. I can't be bothered to shout. That's why I don't shout. It's too complicated, but there are 5 minutes. Right, let's shout. Shout. Concentrate. No, I want him to... Does tighten up mean what I think it means? All positions. Tighten up. There we go. We've used a shout. Get the tackle in, for goodness sake. Nadat collects the cross. Surely, even we can't throw it away from here. Oh, I've lost the ability to speak. They're coming at us again in waves. Have we got anyone we can drop back to be a defensive midfield player and just drop another player back? Of course we've got somebody. Of course we've got somebody. So Tom Elliott is going to do that exact job. You're going to be... central midfielder on support. So Tom is just going to sit in there and you're going to defend. I mean, it's not a position he's natural in by any stretch of the imagination, but Sir Tom Elliott has played everywhere apart from in goal for us over his time at Nuneaton, and he'll play wherever I ask him to play because he's such a hero. And with 10 seconds to go, I think we've made it into the Football League, because I just can't... I would be baffled if we managed to throw it away from here. League 2, here we come. It's taken 55 episodes, but we're in League 2. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's been so hard to get to this point. Let's have a look at the inbox. Let's soak some of this in a little bit. Nuneaton promoted. An unlikely yet jubilant success. Is that going to be enough to get Sir Tom Elliott onto the favoured personnel list? No. He's just single-handedly dragged us through a Wembley victory and into the Football League. That was the Tom Elliott show. And he's still not even on favoured personnel. I don't know what that man has to do. We'll come back to that in a minute. Budgets... not much. We'll be fine. We rejoice in our success. They praise the unbelievable promotion. Peter Taylor's getting involved. Don't know why. Sir Tom Elliott inspires Nuneaton win. Was there ever going to be another man who inspired a victory at Wembley? What a hero Sir Tom Elliott is. Has that sorted out our money as well? We had 200 grand out of it. Football League starts on Tuesday, everybody. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching. Psst, me again. Actually, you know what? I think Monday morning, 9:30, we might live stream the pre-season. So if you want to see pre-season in full as we prepare for life in League 2, I don't think there'll ever be a better one to live stream. It'll be 9:30 on this channel, 9:30 AM UK time. We're going to live stream the whole of the summer transfer window as we prepare for life in the Football League, and you can be a part of forming a squad that will hopefully keep us in the league. So I will see you then.